Hi, my name is Jonathan, and this is my reflection on how the CAMSIM simulation went for me. Um, First, I would like to go over how each week went. Um, Week one, I realized later how important week one really was. I think I did a really good job at asking questions about my customers' interest, desire, feature, prices, and promotions, which made the corresponding week really easy. What I didn't do as well was ask about marketing, which was the one thing that I never nailed it down over the rest of the weeks. Week two, I played it pretty safe. I tried for a pretty broad position statement and priced my product very low, thinking that I would draw more customers. Unfortunately, I ended up being too low and I didn't attract many customers as a result. My revenue was very low this week. In week three, I raised my price somewhat, but was still on the low side. My promotions went really well as they were spelled out for me word for word in the market research I had for week one. Ad spending was a struggle, but I didn't learn which platform gave me the best bang for my buck to improve for next week. Week four, ad spending got a little better, and I choose three decent distributors, but felt that I could improve. Week five, by now I had a handle on most things. I raised my prices and I found that 148 was dollars was just about right. I tried simplifying my ad spending, but wasn't impressed with the results. Week six, at this point, I feel good about my price and promotions and was able to get my distribution exactly how I want it. And ad spending continued to be a struggle. By week seven, I didn't feel the need to change anything except to try to tweak my ad spending again. As always, it was fine, but I never hit that perfect score. Um, I think that by the end of in the end, I did a pretty good job, but at implementing the four P's of marketing. Number one, product. I did a lot of research about the thoughts back already in the market, what my customers were looking for, and how I could best meet their needs. I choose a product that was functional and stylish and wrote a position statement that reflect that. Number two, price. As before mentioned, it took me a little time to get the price right. I had it in my head that if it was cheaper than what most people will be willing to pay, it will be better for me. But once I let it go and realize the price should be neither too high or too low, profit went way up. Number three, place. The first time through, I was more confused on placing my bag in a store with high traffic and not considering many factors such as how the store were geared towards and whether they were the same as my customer base. Once I took that into account and adjusted, things went really well. Number four, promotion. I was able to ask customers exactly what they wanted and got a clear consensus as far as promotion went. I listened and I had wonderful results with promotions. Um, I think at that at this point, my biggest challenge uh, feel pretty obvious. market research, ad spending. Market research because it is such a broad topic and hard to know exactly the right questions unless you take the time to really know what you will need in the future. If you don't if you don't get it right from the beginning or take the time and money to continue researching later on, which we didn't have the opportunity to do, then it will mess up your whole project. Uh, as for ad spending, it might have been easier if I had gotten my survey question a little better on week one, but as it was, I didn't feel like I had the information necessary to make a truly informed decision, and I just had to feel out how best to allocate my spending, which never quite planned it out. Um, I want to remember research really is everything. If you get the research right, everything is so much easier. What I will help me in the future on the same lines, trust the research. Don't think that just because the research doesn't match what you would assume doesn't mean that it is wrong. You can always do more research, but at some point it is important to trust what you have learned and not second guess everything. Initially, I thought the marketing was all about making nets and net ads and creating a social media presence. I have learned that it is so much more than that. This project definitely feel like an exercise in trial and error, and I understand now why it is so important to have an idea what you are doing before trying to run marketing for a real company or product. You don't realize exactly how not now those decisions are until you see how far off you were, even if you thought you were making the best decision based off the information you have. Marketing is a combination or careful study and implementation of what you learned there. Thank you.